Yo, Zach, where are we going? I'm just gonna see how this looks later. Remember, as fucked up as it all may seem.
It's great.
The 1/6 scale figures, they don't normally put, you know, a diorama in it. They just blew this out the water.
Yeah, no, that packaging is something else.
And this is the time release one, and this one comes with the dog and the dog and the head. The head with the legs.
It looks amazing.
Yeah. We did a really good
What do
job.
they charge, like 300 for these?
This one was, I think, $260 the day it came out, but now it's going for a lot more than that.
You know you'll be able to get John or Keith David anytime.
You think that was
Flash! Oh, you're right. It's Flash.
the guitar? Real guitar.
My son will be.
Hey, Maggie.
Adrian! Hey! We love you!
Woo! What's up, Imada?
Kurt Russell!
I don't want you on the
Yeah, fuck that Reno Hightower. Dude, we're right here. Oh, there's some right there. Daniel Baby. Right here. Cody. Or Cody Carpenter. Tommy Wallace. Nick Harris. Oh, Nick Harris right there. David Hayter. David! Awesome! Did you get a picture of him? No. David, can you get a picture real quick? Can you get a picture? Great Nicotero. Oh shit! Oh, thank you.
David Hayter.
My favorite? My favorite? Get a guy versus you.
Thank you, my friend.
Look at it. Friday night too. John.
Oh yeah. That picture Julie and Nancy Loomis. He's over there. Yeah. Over there. Oh my God, Dean Cundy. Wow. Where's John?
There he is, right in the middle.
Dean Cundy. Oh, I think Dean Cundy. Get a picture of Dean Cundy? Oh, yeah. You want a picture of David Hayter? I bet he smelled the cigarette. Yeah. When I last met him, he did.
David!
Keith! Keith! Keith!
David!
Keith! I'm sorry. Keith, David. You get a picture? Yeah.
Did he get the right
Yeah. I got part of it.
All the way down there in the hat.
Tommy! Nick Castle, way down there. There it is. Nick! BJ's over! Yep!
He's posing for me. Fuck, that's like fucking Hollywood royalty of, you know.
fucking child. All 5 right there.
Audio levels, check 1, 2. You're good there. Anybody else? Thumbs up over here. Anybody else? Gentleman down here in the gray coat, no audio for you? You're not plugged in? Check, check, check. How about the guy in the back?
Welcome you to Hollywood today and to the ceremony for the creator of many of my nightmares, the legendary director, John Carpenter. For over 60 years, the Hollywood Chamber has proudly brought the luminaries of entertainment out to you for this Walk of Fame ceremony. And it is my pleasure to welcome you here today for John Carpenter's Star Ceremony and to welcome people around the world to join us for that same enterprise. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Hollywood Chamber's CEO and President, Mr. Steve Nissen. Take it away, Steve. Good morning. How's everybody doing? All right. Audience participation is welcome. As Jerry Newman said, my name is Steve Nissen. I'm President and CEO of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. Let's give an extra special hand to Jerry Newman because, as he said, he is the new chair of our board of the Hollywood Chamber. This is his very first Walk of Fame that he presides over. Jerry Newman. That doesn't mean you're getting a star. Recognition. All right, first, a big shout out to our fans around the world who are watching on live stream, courtesy of our media partner, Variety. Variety! We're also in front of one of the most iconic hotels in the world, the Hollywood Roosevelt, which is the site of the very first Oscar, it wasn't called Oscar then, but the Academy Awards, 1927. They started right here at the Hollywood Roosevelt. So thank you everybody on staff at the Hollywood Roosevelt for accommodating us and allowing us to occupy your sidewalk for this important ceremony. The Hollywood Walk of Fame recognizes achievement in the categories of motion pictures, radio, live theater, live performance, sports entertainment, recording, and television. Today, in the category of motion pictures, we honor John Carpenter. John will receive star number 2,806 on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now, before we invite our speakers to the stage, let me tell you a little bit about our honoree. As Jerry said, he is the source of many of our nightmares. Few filmmakers have had as galvanizing and enduring an impact on cinema as John Carpenter. As director, writer, producer, and composer, John has brought to the screen some of the most popular, influential, and frightening films in history. Starting out with his 1978 breakthrough, wow, I haven't even said the name. But you can all shout it out when I say a low-budget horror film called Halloween! Halloween! Which shook both moviegoers and the film industry with a frightening force that continues nearly 50 years later.
What the fuck?
John's horror films also include The Thing.
Yeah!
The Fog.
Yeah!
Christine. Yeah! And In the Mouth of Madness.
Yeah!
These have made him into the modern master of the genre, though his flair for action, suspense, mystery, and comedy have been on considerable display in a remarkable range of now classic films, which include the Oscar-nominated Starman, driving action of Assault on Precinct 13. Escape from New York. Escape from LA. But who would want to do that? Vampire. Ghosts of Mars. Science fiction thrillers Village of the Damned. And the cult classic action comedies Big Trouble in Little And They Live. You know, the great things about these titles is the films are so indelibly etched in our memories. It's almost scary and creepy to mention the names. Amazing. John's iconic 1978 score for Halloween not only frightened audiences, but influenced an entire generation of composers. It also began his career as a composer, which has included Lost Themes, 3 widely acclaimed albums of non-soundtrack music, as well as 2 albums called Anthology that include his inimitable film music. I've never had to say inimitable in one of these ceremonies. Glad I pronounced it. Through Hollywood-based Storm King Productions, founded and run by John's wife and co-producer Sandy King. John contributes to Storm King Comics, an acclaimed line of comics and graphic novels that feature horror, science fiction, adventure, and suspense stories for all ages with imprints that bear the John Carpenter name. Born in Carthage, New York, and raised in Bowling Green, Kentucky, John found greener pastures and moved to Los Angeles and attended the University of Southern California School of Cinema. Fight on. Where, no USC fans? Where he directed his first theatrically released feature film, the 1975 science fiction comedy Dark Star. In 2007, Western Kentucky University bestowed an honorary doctorate on Mr. Carpenter. But this is his home. John has been a resident of Hollywood for more than 50 years. John, who received the Lifetime Achievement Award from the LA Film Critics Association earlier this year, supports a wide range of charities and is really an engaged citizen with respect to nonprofit organizations. They include the Best Friends Animal Society, ASPCA, St. Jude's, the Southern Poverty Law Center, and the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Science.
Thank you, John.
So he brings it on stage, on film, and he brings it in real life. Now, before we bring you on stage, John, we have 3 friends who would like to say a few words about you. Now, we're switching up the order a little bit, so give me a moment. Our first speaker is a master of special effects and filmmaking, driven by an unwavering passion for the art of horror and practical effects. Yes, you. Over the past 3 decades, he has built an impressive career as a director, producer, and makeup effects creator, working with some of the most influential filmmakers in the industry, best known for his work as executive producer, director, and special makeup effects creator on The Walking Dead. More nightmares. He has helped shape one of television's most successful and visually groundbreaking series. His collaborations with John Carpenter include Village of the Damned and Ghosts of Mars, reinforcing his reputation for crafting gruesome yet innovative effects. Please welcome to the stage, Greg Nicotero.
Yeah!
Good morning, everybody. Wow. Dr. Carpenter, that was a new one. I didn't know you were a fucking doctor. That's awesome. How great is that? So, I'm going to start with saying everything that I'm going to say John's going to hate. So let's just get that out of the way right now. John and I share many, many things in common. We both love Godzilla. Right? There's a Godzilla around here someplace. We love playing music, and we love scaring the hell out of people. So it shouldn't be a surprise that we've been friends for around 30 years. So knowing John the way I do, after we've been in the trenches together on about a dozen films, one thing he can tell you is John would rather hear about you than talk about himself. He prefers not to be put on a pedestal or showered with praise. Yet it's about time. He deserves a little bit. So whatever I say, oops, no, I just read the same one again. With his films, John jokes that he wants infinite mortality, but the truth is, he doesn't realize he already has it. That's John Carpenter. Look, he has his own signature music sting. In every movie, it's pew! That's John Carpenter. Then you have the signature John Carpenter camera wipe accompanied with pew! And you know it's John Carpenter. I'm honored to be here and celebrate a man who just loves making movies, writing, directing, composing, acting. Yes, I think in The Fog, his line was to Al Holbrook, hey, can I get paid, Father? I mean, I didn't even have to look that shit up. I remember. That's what a nerd I am. He's fought for his art. He's bled for it and continues to follow his dream to this day. And he deserves this day and this praise. He's altered the way that we watch movies, and today's about recognizing his magnificent and unprecedented contribution to the film industry. And yes, it took me 3 days to write this. If I started naming the filmmakers that have been influenced by him, we would be here for a month because it's pretty much everybody in Hollywood. I could probably tell you the people that weren't influenced by John, but that would be kind of boring. And I couldn't find anybody. So it's with great pride that I'm here in great company with Kurt and Keith and Adrian and Priya and all these amazing people, all that I've worked with, Larry Franco, Mick Garris, paying tribute to my friend and my mentor. So I'm grateful to be here, and I think the one thing I want to hope is by the time this ends, we're finally going to find out if Keith David or Kurt Russell was the thing. So that's how we're going to end it. Congratulations, Sean. I love you to death. Thank you, Greg. All right, before we introduce our next speaker, we have a number of celebrity friends of John's who are in the audience today. By the way, speaking of the audience, you all are great. You are really involved. Let's hear it for yourself. Even the traffic cop was cheering. All right, first, our guest. Once the motorcyclist pass. Actress Adrienne Barbeau. Woo! Yes! Woo! Actress Julie Carmen. Yeah! Woo! Actor Nick Castle. Yeah! Woo! Filmmaker Dean Cundy. Actress Clea Duvall. Yeah. Director Mick Garris. Actor Dennis Dunn. Yeah. Actress PJ Soul. And last but not least, actually one of my former neighbors, a rocker and a Hall of Famer himself, Slash. Our next speaker is a classically trained actor known for his commanding presence and rich, resonant voice. He's doing it all shucks. A three-time Emmy winner with 6 nominations, as well as a Tony Award nominee. He's captivated audiences across film, television, and voice acting. The defining aspect of his career is his collaboration with director John Carpenter, where he delivered unforgettable performances in 2 cult classics, starring as Childs in The Thing. Woo! Woo! Bringing intensity to one of the most iconic sci-fi horror films of all time, and he then cemented his status as a genre favorite with his role in They Live.
Yeah! Woo!
How many times have you all seen all these movies? Beyond his work with John, our next speaker has appeared in major films such as 21 Bridges, Crash, Platoon, Requiem for a Dream, and Remember Me, the Mahalia Jackson story, and many others. Please welcome to the stage, Keith David.
Yeah!
First, let me clear this up. It wasn't me. All right? I believe that there are good movies, bad movies, and important movies. John Carpenter, my friend, makes movies that are both good and important, and at times, prophetic. Which makes him not just one of the best directors of all time, but a visionary. I'm so happy to be a part of this celebration because John Carpenter gave me my first movie job ever in The Thing. And here we are, 40 years later, celebrating John and his timeless works as he gets his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah!
Halloween, The Fog, They Live. People tell me all the time when I go to these, the Comic-Con things, that these are among their favorites, if not their most favorite. I once had a teacher who would ask, do you know when you're in the presence of something beautiful? Well, when working with JC in the cast of The Thing, I knew I was in the presence of something beautiful. I mean, it just doesn't get better than that. It was beautiful, not just because of the end result, but because of the process that John uses to get us there. John has the ability to understand and communicate what we as actors need, and that only enhances each actor's performance. And while being on set with John is work, mostly it was fun, and I'd work with him again anywhere, anytime. Congratulations, my friend. Thank you for setting the bar so high and including me in this journey. And this honor is so well-deserved and well-earned.
Yeah. Love you, Keith! Woo! Lay down, Keith. Keep going.
How for everyone else? By the way, Keith, you give voice lessons? Because we got to talk. All right, last but not least, our next speaker is a prominent actor whose career spans over 6 decades. He's only 25 years old, so. Marked by a blend of action, adventure, comedy, and drama, his career started as a child with the Disney film The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes. Woo! Sorry. As he transitioned into adult role, he found success in television with his Emmy-nominated portrayal of Elvis Presley in Elvis.
Yeah!
Directed by our honoree, John Carpenter. This collaboration led to some of his most iconic roles, including the anti-hero Snake Plissken in Escape from New York, and
his sequel, Escape from L.A.
Yeah!
As well as starring in John's sci-fi horror classic, The Thing, and cult favorite, Big Trouble in Little China. But he's been in a few other films as well. Tombstone, Breakdown, Overlord, Miracle, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, The Christmas Chronicles. Please welcome to the stage another Walk of Famer in his own right, Kurt Russell.
This is kind of terrifying because the one thing I don't like to do is let John Carpenter down, so I should have figured a way to not follow Keith. Didn't do that. Okay, before I say a few words, just a quick little story, because it will come back. Maybe give you an idea of the relationship between myself and John. We'd already done a couple of movies together. We'd done Elvis and we'd done Escape from New York, and I don't know. And then we went, and the next thing, John was doing The Thing. And he was kind of going back and forth on casting ideas, and he was already shooting with Larry. They were up in Alaska, and they were doing some second unit stuff. And he called me on the phone. We got together, we're just talking about the show, and he said, yeah, I'm having a tough time with this because I will show you something. He showed me the film. He said, see the problem? I said, no, it's great. What is it? He said, well, everybody's, dressed for the cold, and you're completely covered up. Can't really, I don't know one from the other. I got like 9 guys, and I'm not sure. He said, I need somebody to hang my hat on. Started talking about the character of McCready and the way I ended up playing it. So now I got to go to wardrobe. And I go to wardrobe, and I'm still trying to figure some things out, and I see what they've got. It's all looks good, but I keep noticing this ridiculously large sombrero in the corner. And I kept looking at it, and finally I said to the wardrobe gal, I said, what's the deal with the sombrero? She said, oh, that's your hat. Stamped upon a film that within 30 seconds of viewing it, the informed watcher can boldly and confidently say out loud, oh, that's directed by so-and-so. John Carpenter is one of those rare, very few so-and-sos. A John Carpenter film is exactly that. It's John Carpenter's. He so often created the concept, the whole idea for the movie. He wrote it, directed it, produced it, wrote and performed the music for it. He built lenses, used new and innovative cameras and techniques that truly created cinematic change, etc., etc. Of course, he cast it, edited it. Now, an actor is always grateful for the opportunity to work with directors.
Go time, baby.
Wait. Thank you, Kurt, Pete, Greg, and I forgot. I'm dealing with a director. He's telling me what to do, but that's not in the script. We have a special presentation for you, and then we'll get to the moment we've all been waiting. So, 2,805 stars have preceded you. Stars of creativity and genius.
As a council member of this district, it's really important to recognize folks. But since we want to move along, I just want to give John, on behalf of the city of Los Angeles, a recognition for all his amazing work that he's done. So on behalf of the city of Los Angeles, congratulations on becoming a legend of Hollywood.
Hey, John Carpenter Day in Hollywood!
Woo!
Thank you very much.
Thank you!
In 1968, I was a skinny kid from Bowling Green, Kentucky, walking these streets. I was looking for a